Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture on Theory of Consumer Behaviour, one of the most important and scoring topics in microeconomics. In this session, we will understand what is consumer behavior, utility analysis, cardinal and ordinal approaches, law of diminishing marginal utility, law of equi-marginal utility, indifference curve analysis, consumer equilibrium, income, price and substitution effects, revealed preference theory. By the end of this lecture, you will clearly understand how a rational consumer makes choices under limited incomes. Let's begin. First, meaning of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior studies how a consumer allocate his limited income among different goods to maximize satisfaction, is utility. Basic assumptions. First, consumer is rational. Consumer aims to maximize satisfaction. Income is limited. Price are given. Consumer has complete knowledge. Second, utility analysis cardinal approach developed by Alfred Marshall. Utility means want satisfying power of a commodity. Types of utility: total utility TU, marginal utility MU. Law of diminishing marginal utility. As a consumer consume more and more unit of commodity, the marginal utility driven from each additional unit goes on decreasing. Assumptions: homogeneous units, continuous consumption, rational consumer, no change in a taste. When consumption increases, TU total utility increase at a diminishing rate. MU means marginal utility decreases. When MU is equal to 0, TU means total utility is maximum. When marginal utility become negative, then TU means total utility decline. Law of equi-marginal utility, also called law of substitution. A consumer maximizes satisfaction when the ratio of marginal utility to price is equal for all goods. MUX PX is equal to MUY PY. Importance: basis of consumer equilibrium, explain law of demand, basic of progressive taxation. Third, ordinal approach means indifference curve analysis, developed by J.R. Hicks and R.G.D. Allen. This approach says utility cannot be measured in a numbers. It can only be ranked, means ordinally measurement. Indifference curves slopes downward to the right. Higher level of indifference curve represents higher level of satisfaction. Indifference curve do not intersect each other. An indifference curve represent all combinations of two goods given equal satisfaction. Downward sloping, convex to origin, cannot properties of indifference curve. First, downward sloping. Second, convex to origin. Third, cannot intersect each other. Four, higher higher satisfaction. Marginal rate of substitution, MRS. MRS is equal to change in a y, change in a x. It shows how much one good the consumer is willing to sacrifice to get one more unit of another good. MRS diminish due to diminishing marginal utility. 4. Consumer equilibrium. Ordinal approach. Consumer is an equilibrium when graphically indifference curve is tangent to budget line. Conditions: first, IC must be tangent to budget line. Second, IC must be convex. Fifth, price effect. When price of a good changes, real income changes. Quality demanded changes. Price effect is equal to income effect plus substitution effect. Substitution effect: when price falls, the good become relatively cheaper. Consumer substitution cheaper goods. Explained by Hicks methods, Slutsky method. Income effect: change in a quantity demanded due to change in a real income. Types of goods: normal goods, positive income effect; inferior goods, negative income effect; Giffen goods, strong negative income effect. Concept introduced by Robert Giffen. 6. Revealed preference theory, developed by Paul Samuelson. Consumer preferences are revealed by actual choices, not by what they say. Assumptions: rationality, consistency, transitivity. 7. Comparison, cardinal versus ordinal approach. Basics: utility measurement, cardinal measurable, ordinal non measurable. Unit: cardinal utils, ordinal ranking. Based on cardinal psychological, ordinal behavioral. Developed by Cardinal Marshall, Ordinal Hicks and Allen. So today we understand the complete theory of consumer behavior. This topic forms the backbone of microeconomics and it's extremely important for competitive exams. Revise the graphs carefully and practice numerical and conceptual MCQs. Thank you. Keep studying and stay consistent. See you in the next video.